Slumber Party is not the best episode of the Rugrats, but it's not too bad. This is the second segment of the third episode of the first season, and Tommy and Angelica are having their first ever slumber party, and Angelica's not exactly happy about sleeping in a baby's room, and she makes fun of Tommy. She's really nasty to Tommy, and she opens a window, and Tommy ends up getting sick because it's too cold. And he kind of has these fever dreams where the people around him he envisions as different objects that are on his cot mobile and things. And honestly, that part of it I didn't like. I see they're trying to be creative with the animation, but I didn't care for it. I didn't really like it at all. But it had a really sweet ending, and I'll discuss that in a moment with a spoiler warning. So the actual episode itself I didn't think was that interesting. There's a good lesson there about not opening a window and letting it get too cold because babies will get sick. But I feel like not a lot happened, and it wasn't the most fascinating. But the ending I liked. So the ending, from now, this is a spoiler. I have to say, I love Grandpa. I loved his role in this and his applesauce. It was absolutely brilliant. Credit where it's due. I love that Tommy threw up on Angelica. And I love that she was wearing a random t-shirt at the end because, as I've mentioned before, I love it when animated characters wear something different to what they usually wear because it's just visually really fascinating. And Angelica was almost in awe of how wonderfully Tommy threw up, and it was just that very sweet glimmer of a nice relationship between Angelica and Tommy. It was brief, but it was really lovely, and I have to say it was really nice. So it's not my favourite episode, but it has its moments. There are moments in it that I thought were quite sweet. So not too bad, but definitely never going to be a favourite.